History rarely announces itself. It arrives quietly, hidden within forgotten relics, ancient technology, and whispers carried across time. This was one of those moments. Within the council chamber, Lord President Chronotis gathered the leaders and scholars of Vorlaxion around a mysterious Gallifreyan device, recovered from the abandoned laboratory. For days, Lord Conundrum and the engineering teams had studied the artifact. It was not the tracking beacon they had first believed. It was something far older. A Biodata Resonance Pulse, an emergency protocol designed to recreate the temporal bond between a Time Lord and their TARDIS, a signal capable of calling a lost capsule home. The discovery brought hope, but not certainty. Lady Chronotis voiced the concern no one wished to speak aloud. If the capsule can hear us, what if someone else can as well? She cautiously spoke. Around the chamber, opinions differed. Lord Serpentine, eager as ever, was already thinking several steps ahead, wondering if they should prepare weapons and confront whatever arrived. Lord Darkfire remained measured, offering only his readiness to act whenever the Lord President gave the order. Even the Castellan, beneath his endless jokes and light-hearted remarks, understood the seriousness of what they were about to attempt. There'd be no turning back. At the command of Lord President Chronotis, the signal was activated. For one long moment, nothing happened. Then, a response. The ancient capsule had heard them. It was coming home. Using Vorlaxion's planetary systems, the Council searched for the incoming vessel. Lord Serpentine eagerly volunteered to operate the locator. Despite wrestling with unfamiliar controls and providing more than a few anxious moments, he succeeded. The capsule had arrived. Repair Bay 42. Exactly where it had once stood before vanishing. Together, they descended to the repair bay. There, waiting in silence, stood the weathered capsule. Still, patient, waiting. Lady Rowan approached first. Rather than scanners or machinery, she offered something far more powerful. Trust. Lowering every telepathic defense, she placed her forehead against the ancient doors and reached out with her mind. Almost immediately, the capsule answered. Broken stars, shattered Gallifreyan towers, temporal storms, pain, fear. Something had wounded this living machine more deeply than anyone imagined. As the connection intensified, Lady Rowan struggled beneath its weight. Seeing her falter, Lady Chronotis stepped forward without hesitation. One hand rested gently upon Lady Rowan, and the other touched the capsule itself. Together, they became a bridge. The visions deepened. An ancient laboratory. Forgotten Gallifreyan technology. A shadow. A man without a face. Yet, one emotion overwhelmed every other. Fear. The capsule had not returned seeking rescue. It had returned seeking help. She needs us, Lady Chronotis whispered. She needs us to stop him. The connection broke only moments later, not violently, almost gently. As though the capsule itself refused to allow either woman to endure any more of its suffering. Nearby, the group watched anxiously, offering quiet comfort while they struggled to understand what they had witnessed. As Lady Rowan and Lady Chronotis recovered, another mystery began unfolding. Lord Conundrum quietly monitored unusual energy readings, and Lord Darkfire noticed the terminals around the repair bay awakening one by one. Even before anyone touched them, ancient Gallifreyan text began scrolling across every screen. Lord President Chronotis stepped closer. Every terminal displayed the biodata profile of a single individual. One name, Veyron. Silence spread through the room. Subject Alpha, the architect of Project Harmonia, the scientist they believed dead. He had survived. The horrifying fusion experiment had not failed. It had succeeded. Everything suddenly made sense. The abandoned laboratory, the shattered chamber, the frightened capsule, the desperate warnings. The capsule had fled, not from disaster, but from Veyron himself. Lord Conundrum was the first to realize they had overlooked the clues all along. The broken chamber, the missing remains, the scientist who had quietly redirected every investigation. The truth had been standing beside them the entire time. The implications came quickly. If the capsule was searching for its organic counterpart, then Veyron might already be searching for her. Lady Rowan offered another chilling possibility. If the fusion had progressed far enough, Veyron might possess abilities beyond ordinary Time Lords. Even a functioning chameleon mechanism. He could already be hiding in plain sight. Another realization immediately struck the group. If the capsule had formed a bond with Lady Chronotis, then she herself might become Veyron's next target. Lord President Chronotis wasted no time. An arrest order was issued. Every guard on Vorlaxion would begin searching for Veyron immediately, and Lady Chronotis' guard detail would be doubled for protection. Lord Castellan dispatched the alert throughout the guard, while Lord Serpentine readily pledged his assistance in the hunt. Meanwhile, Lord Darkfire and Lord Conundrum turned their attention toward protecting Vorlaxion itself. Together, they proposed strengthening the planet's transduction barriers, preventing unauthorized capsules from materializing within the city. It was not a perfect solution, but it would buy them precious time. The meeting had begun with hope, and it ended with revelation. The capsule had crossed time, not to return home, but to seek sanctuary. Its fear had become their own. Its warning now belonged to all of Vorlaxion, and somewhere, beyond the safety of the capital, Veyron was still out there, watching, waiting, preparing. Next time, the hunt for Veyron begins.